competitors for us. Based on virtualization, when these guys came into the picture, there are many competitors started similar products. Okay, we will see who are doing what. VMware itself has like 15 to 20 different products. Okay, based out of this technology and this logic, different products. Out of which is workstation. Here the workstation is an application. It is useful for learning purpose. People like us will use for R&D, research and development. Okay, just self-learning. It's useful for um, personal learning like us. It's a type 2 hypervisor. Okay, we saw, right, like what is the difference between type 1 and type 2? It's a type 2 hypervisor. Okay, and it is not used to run business applications. It is used for personal use. Okay, then vSphere, the one we are discussing, called server virtualization. Server virtualization product, or it's called data center virtualization also. And there is called Horizon View. Which is called desktop virtualization. You might have experience with it. People from like technical support background, okay, like financial support and all. If you are doing, many people from this batch, so they might have experienced VDIs. Okay, this is VDI. To provide you a virtual desktop remotely, they will use Horizon View desktop product. But this is providing a desktop again based on completely a vSphere product only. 50%, well, not 50, like 70%, it will be based on vSphere only. Only instead of server virtual machines, they will use desktop virtual machines, Windows 10, Windows 7, Windows 10 OS in the virtual machines. In the virtual machine, if the server OS is there, it's called server virtualization. In the virtual machines, if it is desktop OS like a Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10 OS is there, that's called desktop virtualization. For this desktop virtualization, there is a different component called Horizon View, but completely depends on vSphere only. These are also virtual machines we call as an administrator. End user, you call it as a VDI, okay, VDI desktop. From your laptop, you will connect to this VDI desktop and will be working every day with your client works. And next biggest competitor is Microsoft. What is their product name? Hyper-V. And they have another product called Azure. Next biggest competitor, These are at least the major vendors. At least we should know. There are many other vendors also, but at least the top vendors we should know about who is doing what. This is workstation is a type 2 hypervisor. If you know, right, it need an operating system help to run. That means on your laptop you install Windows 10 operating system. On top of that, install VMware Workstation product. So on top of that, again you can create virtual machines. In your laptop itself, you can create multiple virtual machines and you can practice on multiple computers. vSphere is, we know, like server virtualization product or data center virtualization also. Okay, or it's called R. Because in the compared to traditional days, data centers are used to be very huge because of like the physical servers used to take a lot of place. Now it is virtualized. Okay, physical servers are virtualized into virtual machines. Okay, virtual servers. That's why they named it as server virtualization product, and it is type 1 hypervisor and market leading hypervisor in the current situation. And in the current situation, from last 25 years, they are number one only. Okay, the leading product. Horizon View, it's a desktop virtualization. It's completely out of our competition, but this is also from VMware only. Many people are using again. But once you upload resume with vSphere, then you will be getting interview calls for Horizon View also. They will be primarily asking for Horizon View. Okay, it's a different product and it's a different product. If you know vSphere, 60 to 70% of Horizon View things also we can manage. This completely depends. It works based on vSphere, vCenter, ESXi virtual machines only. Instead of server OS, we use client OS, Windows 10 and all. To create those virtual machines, they use different product called Horizon View, small thing. So if you know vSphere, we can manage 50 to 60% of Horizon View also. But so they will expect primary on here, but you say primary is vSphere. I'm not aware of Horizon. Hyper-V, this is also server virtualization. Data center virtualization, as I said, like they Microsoft intervals, they say type 1, but but Hyper-V is not a direct OS or a hypervisor. It's a feature inside a Windows Server operating system. So we have to install on a physical server. We have to install a Windows Server OS and then enable Hyper-V feature. It's like workstation only, but they themselves call it as type 1. Let it be type 1. Azure is their cloud product. So compared to like vSphere versus Hyper-V, let's say 100 people, 100 customers are using virtualization products, out of which 60% will be using vSphere in the market because of it's very stable, 99% bug free. Okay, and it gives, there is no frequent issues with this product. If you are using vSphere to run your business, no major issues. Okay, very minor issues will be there. And if you are using Hyper-V, there are people like they are not happy. Licensing will be less compared to vSphere. Hyper-V licensing will be less, but it will be around 25% only will be using Hyper-V. Even though these are like first market leading product is vSphere and second place is occupied by Hyper-V, the difference between them is huge. Okay, first and second place is the difference is very huge. 60 customers are using vSphere, out of 25 are using Hyper-V. Okay, so because the product is not that mature, it's not that stable compared to vSphere. vSphere is very, very stable. It's not only just I'm telling because I'm dealing this class, or maybe not VMware has presented this. It's proven in the market across customers. Even myself, I'm working for like a cloud company. So there are customers who are using Hyper-V and also vSphere as well. They're not happy. Like weekly, I mean not weekly, at least monthly, there will be a major issue, production down scenarios when they are using Hyper-V. That's why people are ready to pay more money and just asking us to migrate their virtual machines from Hyper-V to vSphere. We all migrated, like only one customer is there now. Like rest all the customers are migrated from Hyper-V to vSphere. Okay, so it's not stable, like it's not that mature. Whatever they are doing now, like VMware guys have done like more than 5 years back, they have more than matured this product. Okay, last 5 years back, whatever the features are available with the Hyper-V, These guys have the VHS in last 5 years back. That much huge difference is there between these first two itself. But Azure is their cloud product. It is doing very good. Okay, many people started liking. They are like number 2 in cloud as well. So Amazon is AWS is market leading cloud product. It's a cloud, completely into cloud only. Okay, cloud is nothing but your virtual machines. Like you see virtual machines here, right? These virtual machines only will be presented on a web page. Whatever the virtual machines that we see on our ESXi machine vCenter, they will be presented via web page, and they call it as cloud. To present those virtual machines together on a web page, they create a product and they call it as cloud. Okay, but backend hypervisor is mandatory. Any cloud, AWS or any other product, whatever the product they use. Okay, here you can see Azure, whatever it is, Azure, AWS, GCP, Google Cloud Platform, IBM SoftLayer, all are cloud products only. This is also cloud. This is also cloud. All are cloud. Cloud mandatory. There is server virtualization is mandatory. Backend is completely server virtualization, and a front end just a web page allowing you to manage your virtual servers on one page. They call it as cloud. Any cloud, whatever it is, same procedure. That means if you want to, like, that's what, like during when people contacted me for this course, they were asking I wanted to learn cloud computing and all. So if you directly go to cloud, fine. Like right now, the current opportunities are fine. You will be able to manage on the web page. You can manage the virtual machines on a web page. On the back end, you will be missing it. Back end, you will not be able to do anything. You will not have visibility to manage in the back end infrastructure. That means this server virtualization. So you don't know where this virtual machine is coming from, how the underlying storage connectivity is. So nothing. You will not be able to see underlying server virtualization. That's why let's first learn server virtualization. I'm not saying like because I'm training it, okay? Not only like vSphere, let's say fine, I don't know Hyper-V. You learn any of the server virtualization product, either vSphere or Hyper-V or AHV. This is also server virtualization. It is not doing good. You just learn any of the server virtualization. KVM, Zen server, whatever it is. You try to learn any one of the server virtualization, then you move into cloud. You will have better understanding, better basics about the underlying things, what is happening in the infrastructure. Fine. Just a minute.
Citrix, sir. Citrix is fine, sir.
Yes.
Citrix. Hello.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm Ashok Kumar, sir. Citrix, sir.
Sorry, Ashok.
How about Citrix, sir? Citrix.
Your voice is breaking, Ashok. I'm not able to understand. Can you type, please?
His question is how about Citrix?
Ashok, I'm not able to understand. Please type. For others, like you able to hear me fine?
Yes, can hear you, sir.
What about Citrix on SaaS?
She is asking about Citrix.
Citrix?
No, sir. He is asking Citrix. What is the Citrix? What is about Citrix? He is asking briefly explain that Citrix.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. I'm coming to that point, please. Okay. Now, Azure is a cloud product, and Nutanix. Okay, so cloud is doing good. Azure is doing good in the cloud space. They are into they started very late. They reached this number 2 position very fast. So that's why their product is so good. But backend they use Hyper-V. Okay. But people are not happy with Hyper-V plus Azure because Microsoft, this is their own hypervisor plus their own cloud. They will use their product only instead of using someone else server virtualization. They use their own product because they are competitor in the server virtualization. But recently, like the US government, okay, contacted Microsoft. I liked your Azure cloud product. Okay, we want to give you a project, but I don't like your Hyper-V. If you give vSphere with Azure, I'm okay to tie up with you. Okay, and yeah, recently around a year back that happened, and that went fine. Like Microsoft, they're already having a good, even though they are competitor in server virtualization, they were having Microsoft and VMware has a good tie-up in the terms of like desktop virtualization. Okay, they were together. They were delivering Horizon View solution. Okay, so they already had good terms. They contacted VMware. So I want to use your vSphere product with Azure. I want to sell it to my clients now. Okay. So VMware guys will be okay to say those kind, even though they are competitor, they are enemies in the business. It's not like enemies, they just say competitors. Competitors, they are ready to sell because they will pay money to these guys, whatever it. Okay. Microsoft paid money to VMware. VMware is happy. Microsoft has got clients from US government. They are also happy. They got project and they are getting money. US government is also happy because they are using good cloud product with stable virtualization product in the backend. So everyone happy. And we are administrators. We are also getting opportunities to work with Microsoft. Okay. And recently, like there are like 4 to 5 students also joined this team from our institute, SVIT. Okay, they learn like they recruited people who knows virtualization, server vSphere product because that same project I was selling. Okay, Azure plus vSphere product. They have recruited 4 guys from our institute. Okay, and we are also getting opportunities to work with Microsoft. And Nutanix, they have started a new concept here. Okay, instead of using a traditional vSphere with like huge, like very costly storage solution, they have brought up a concept like sell everything in a small box. For small clients, it will be helpful. They don't need to waste a lot of money. It used to be very costly for small companies, vSphere with the traditional storage and all. But Nutanix came up with selling up everything in a small box. Now, people like that concept. The small scale organizations, very small organizations, like this concept, but they did not like AHV. It was not doing that good. AHV is their own virtualization product, which is competitor to our vSphere. Okay, so they named this concept as HCI, Hyper Converged Infrastructure. It's useful for small and medium scale organizations. It benefited a lot in terms of investment. They reduced a lot instead of using traditional server virtualization. When they use this product, they used to save a lot of money with better results out of it. But people did not like AHV. Even though their concept, hardware concept is good, the server virtualization was not doing good. Many people requested Nutanix to use vSphere with this server virtualization. Now, like even before this Microsoft, Nutanix has a communication with VMware. Okay. So Nutanix contacted VMware and I want to use your vSphere product with a hyper-converged solution. My customers are expecting that product. VMware is always okay to these kind of types. So they said okay, and now Nutanix is happy. They are selling HCI product with vSphere on top of it. They are also recruiting who knows vSphere. They want people who knows vSphere. At least their HCI concept they can quickly learn. Within 2-3 days we can learn about their hardware. But knowing about vSphere, it's a huge subject overall. If you see here, it's a huge concept than their HCI hardware concept. It is also like very booming product now, right now in the market for small companies. But that's fine. Like we don't need to worry. We are getting opportunities there as well. Citrix, they were good in the Zen app. Zen app solutions. Like basically, instead of installing application icons on every server, they used to be virtualize the desktop icons. Let's say if I want to use Chrome, I have to download Chrome and install in my laptop. But if I use a Citrix, I don't need to install Chrome here. It will be installed on a server, centralized server, and that icon will be just a shortcut will be presented here. If I click here, it will work like a clone. Whatever I want to browse, I can browse, and whatever I want to do daily work, I can work as though it is installed on my laptop. But it is not installed in my laptop. It is just a shortcut here, shortcut icon. But the actual content is located in the backend server, Citrix server. That's the concept of Citrix. It's called application virtualization. Which one, Ashok, you are talking about? Desktop
Citrix.
virtualization. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. So you will just get the virtual icons on your desktop. So the actual original installation will be on the backend servers. Okay, that they were good in that application virtualization. They are also into virtualization, but application layer. We are into server layer, so they are nowhere related to us. But they are also into virtualization, and server virtualization was doing good. They have developed something called Zen server virtualization product. Okay, which is also a competitor for our vSphere, but it is available for less price. But features wise, it is not doing that good compared to vSphere. It is nowhere relevant. But we get for their internal use, at least some some partners and some of their customers will use it. Okay, even though we have like Apple and Samsung market leaders, there are many other vendors using our product, right? Mobile vendors, right? Like Xiaomi, different Vivo mobile vendors are there. Even though there are top two mobile vendors, at least they can gain some of the market by selling their product. Like Oracle also same. This basically Red Hat company's KVM. Oracle has bought that Red Hat company, so that KVM became to Oracle product. This is also Linux based product, but it is very well the internal use, and for some of the customers are using KVM compared to our product. Very less usage. All these are like you have seen, like first two vendors itself, huge difference. You can understand difference between first and last. Fourth and fifth. Okay, very less usage. And Amazon is cloud, nowhere competitor for our vSphere. Google, they have a product called GCP, Google Cloud Platform, which is a cloud product. IBM also have a soft layer. They are also into cloud product, but they are nowhere competitors for us. In fact, on the back end, they are using vSphere. On the front end, they call AWS. Back end, they have, earlier they were using Zen servers, because with this cheap price, less price, they can sell their solutions to the customer. But many people were requesting vSphere with AWS. Okay. Amazon has contacted VMware. They're together working that product. VMware on the AWS solution is available, but it's costly because they're normally AWS itself too costly, and with vSphere license that became too costly. But it is very market leading cloud plus market leading server virtualization. At least few guys will prefer. Okay. Whoever has enough budget, they will prefer. Okay. They're getting VMware on AWS. Google also backend. I'm not very sure. Recently, I read it, like they are also using backend vSphere only. And I'm very sure software they're using vSphere. More than 50% of software product they runs on vSphere only. There are our students also working on these products from IBM. They've recruited some vSphere guys and they trained on software soft layer, and they are working. There are 2 to 3 guys working in this project as well. Fine. So you might have got some basic idea about cloud panel. Please.
So Rackspace.
Yeah, Rackspace also almost on the same fourth place. They're in the cloud. I think they're fourth place after Google. They're Rackspace, then IBM. There, that is completely Linux-based cloud, OpenStack. But they started very good. It was booming around 3 to 4 years back. But now I don't hear frequently about OpenStack. They're good, but right now they have fallen down. We'll see like what is the current. There is a company called Gartner who does this kind of research market analysis, which product is going, who are market leaders in this quarter kind of thing for cloud computing. Okay, if you see here, this was 2021. This is for IBM logo.
Hello. So we are unable to hear you.
I think he's muted.
Sorry for that. Like I was talking on something. Okay, where was it? Okay, so Gartner releases every on quarterly basis the market leading products in all the kind of products. So we'll see in our cloud computing, which is when was it? February 2021. I think Microsoft even crashed AWS because of cost reasons. AWS is like too costly. That's why Google and Microsoft even beyond AWS now. See, IBM is now AWS in third place. I didn't even know that. It's a recent analysis. It's a February 2021, so it's a fresh report only. Okay, Azure is leading compared to AWS. Next place, Google. They started very recently, last 4 or 5 years back only. They reached second place very fast. They are also doing good. Okay, GCP. Fine, and you were saying OpenStack, and they are not even in picture. No, sorry, it's a cloud AI developer. Not sorry, it's not actual cloud computing. This is also AI developer. Yeah, here you can see cloud infrastructure and platform services. AWS, Microsoft, and Google. Alibaba, even not OpenStack is not even in the challenges range now. Okay, they're fallen down. IBM, after that Oracle, then Alibaba Cloud. Okay, they recently entered into India. Fine, AWS, Microsoft Azure, then Google GCP. Okay, 3 leaders. And virtualization, if you want to see, always vSphere. Master data management, this is not. Okay, VMware and Microsoft, they are in first and second place. Okay, all other server virtualization 2021. August, this is 2016. August 2016 only. This is hyper-converged infrastructure. That's fine. You can check it out later instead of wasting time here. This is for hyper-converged infrastructure. Nutanix is leading. Next, Dell, they have VxRail. Okay, VMware, vSAN, HP is SimpliVity. So different products are there. But I was saying HCI product, right? Hyper-converged infrastructure. Okay, market leading. HCI, Nutanix, VxRail, Dell EMC VxRail. Nutanix also use vSphere. VxRail, Dell is like completely VMware only. VxRail is completely runs on vSphere only. VMware as vSphere plus vSAN. HP is SimpliVity. This is also runs on vSphere only. Cisco also FlexPlot, that is also vSphere. Why? They have their own virtualization. Okay. Rest all are first top 5 vendors. They use vSphere only. They need people like us who knows vSphere. Okay. Fine. That's all. Like basically, you can check out those results later. Clearly, Gartner. It's a Gartner report. Fine. Clear with these vendors. Any questions here for now?
No, sir.
Okay. This is about like nearest competitors for us and who is doing what. So overall market leading was our virtualization. It is there. Even though cloud and hyper-converged infrastructures are coming, they are for very small scale industries only. It's very small scale businesses. Medium to enterprise level organizations still use vSphere, but they use automation or cloud products to manage their internal use or external selling into the market, whatever it is. Fine. And from tomorrow onwards, we will go into actual vSphere technical things. What is a virtual machine? When we create a virtual machine, what will happen? How just a small computer on the screen works like a small folder on the screen works like a computer. All these things we will check. Okay, this is just a folder, but it is working like a physical computer. Okay, so how it works, what is the technology behind, what makes this virtual computer? So completely we will enter into technical vSphere things from tomorrow. If anyone has any kind of questions, you can ask me before that.